What's going on, everybody? Nick from 618 Fishing here. This video is going to be a continuation of the my microphone doesn't work, but I didn't know it didn't work, and try to make that into a video. So that's where we're at. I think I'm going to narrate a little bit more. The last video had quite a bit more music. I'm going to try to balance it out a little bit. Let me know if you guys like it. I might do it more in the future, but yeah, let's just get started. So after catching a bunch of small fish with the sabiki rig, I decided to switch over to my medium setup with a spoon to cast that out and try to catch some larger fish. So here we go, guys. I've got my spoon tied on and I cast it out there. I do a pretty simple retrieve when it comes to using a spoon. I just jig it up and down pretty quickly, and it seems to work in the past. So I'm doing that here. A giant school of literally thousands of fish. They come swimming by, jumping out of the water. They're yelling at me, "Hey, we're not gonna eat that spoon." And they were telling the truth, because not one of them took a bite at my spoon. And they eventually just swam off.
Those weren't small either.
Right after that, a giant pterodactyl, he flies into the water and actually catches a fish. So I'm happy for him. Good for him. At least one of us is catching fish. I actually do hook into my first fish with the spoon. And it's putting up a pretty good fight. I'm using my 4.5 foot ultralight. This is one of my favorite setups. I use it at the jetties almost every time I go down there, and catching these saltwater fish on it is always a lot of fun.
No, dude, the Jack Crevalle.
This one in particular, though, is actually a small Jack Crevalle. This is my first one of the day, and these are always a lot of fun to catch. These get pretty big. This is a small one, but he still put up a really good fight. So really happy to catch this guy. See you later, buddy. After catching that jack, I was pretty pumped. I decided to switch up my spot just a little bit and get a new camera angle. Still using the same spoon, I cast it out there, and what do you know? Another pterodactyl comes flying in to try to catch a fish. This one, on the other hand, was unsuccessful. So when he sees me hooking to my fish, he's pretty sour about it, and he flies over to try to join the party, and I yell at him. I say, "Hey, pterodactyl, this is my fish," but he's not having it. So right here, I'm trying to keep my pole underwater because I don't want to get him tangled up, but he eventually does fly off, and I still have the fish on the hook. And it's a blue runner. I've been catching a lot of these today. They're also a lot of fun to catch. They are really strong fighters, just like the jacks. This is one of the larger ones of the day, so really glad I caught this guy. See you later, buddy. So after catching a few fish with a spoon, I decided I was gonna get some aerial footage, so I synced up my drone. Here I am fishing with the drone overhead, and I hook into a nice little fish. When I get him out of the water, it's a little blue runner, but unfortunately he's hooked pretty badly and bleeding, so I don't think he's gonna make it. In the end, I decided to not try to take the hook out and just use him for bait. As I walk away to get my rod and reel to rig up that fish, a big old bird that was just sitting there stalking me, he sees me walk away and sneaks in to eat my fish. Now that would have been fine, except for the fish was still on the hook. So when he flew off, he actually dragged my entire rod and reel with him into the water. And here I go chasing after him. So here's what it looks like from the GoPro, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now, but then I quickly realized that he ate my fish. Then when he flies off, I see him take my entire rod with him, so I'm pretty worried. I'm running after him, jumping from rock to rock. Luckily I didn't fall off, but here I catch up to him and he flies away, so no sign of my rod and reel. At this point, I can pretty much assume that it's at the bottom of the water. And luckily, my buddy Alex, he was there fishing with me. He brought his snorkeling gear, and he was nice enough to get in the water to see if he couldn't find it. After snorkeling around the area for just a few minutes, he actually found it.
There's your catch too, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Where was it?
Jammed in the rock over there.
Dude, that was sick.
In the end, it actually turned out to be a fun day at the jetties. Really happy that my buddy Alex was there to find my rod and reel. That is actually my favorite combo, or one of my favorites, so I'm really glad I got that back. And I'm also glad that the bird flew away okay. Let me know what you guys think about this format. I don't do it too often, but who knows, I might do it more in the future if you guys enjoyed it. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I will catch you in the next video.
Is that you that took my pole?